Today I'm going to make my predictions for the Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. But before I go any further, I want to add that I am doing a Pick 5 contest for this weekend's race. And for many of you that don't know how a Pick 5 contest works, well, it's pretty simple. All you got to do is go down below to the comment section and type in who you think is going to finish inside the top 5. If you get 5 for 5 correct, you get an autographed hero card of your choice. And if you want, I'll get to you which one you want to choose and which ones I got. You get the point. But if you go 4 for 5, you get an unsigned hero card. And without hesitating, I pretty much can say that I have every single driver's hero card, so it should be pretty simple there. But let's get started into the race picks.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
The last 5 Brickyard 400 winners has been pretty much dominated by the Ford camp, or at least the last 2 years, I guess you could say. And in 2019, you saw the 4 car of Kevin Harvick get the job done. This was a big win. He was adding wins into his column and adding more playoff points. And this was 5 points for the win, so it was big for him last year. And in 2018, you saw the 2 car Brad Keselowski get the job done. Keselowski was up front for most of the day, don't get me wrong here, but he wasn't contending for the lead. Like the 14 car of Clinton Boyer and the 11 car of Denny Hamlin, they were pretty much going back and forth for the lead for most of the race until later on you saw a couple big wrecks, not like because there are a lot of people in it, but it made some big time decisions go on in the pit boxes. Mike Bugger Ravage and Denny Hamlin's crew chief at the time decided to stay out and while Keselowski pitted and passed them both. And then he saw Eric Jones come into the picture, and I'm not too sure if there was another lap left, Jones would probably pass him and won the race. But Keselowski held him off, so it was big for him. And plus, he's racing for the captain, Roger Penske. So this was a big win for not just Keselowski, the whole team. But he won it in 2018. And in 2017, you saw the 5 car of Casey Kane get the job done. This was Casey Kane's final win in the NASCAR Cup Series, or at least I can say as of July 1st, it's going to be going out July 2nd, 2020. Kane retired 2 years ago, so I don't expect him to come back out of retirement, but I can probably say this without hesitating. Casey Kane, this was his final win. But if you had told me halfway through the 2017 Brickyard 400 that Casey Kane was going to win this race, I would have thought you were crazy. Casey Kane was not up there. He wasn't even competing for a top 5 for most of the race. But he had a big wreck with Clint Boyer, Danica Patrick, Kurt Busch, and a couple others on the front stretch with about 30 to go, and it made everything interesting. Because if that caution did not fly out, Trevor Bayne would have won that race and locked himself into the playoffs. Just get that through your heads. It was crazy. But that set up more restarts. And as I say, cautions bring cautions. And they did. You saw a big pile-up. And as soon as they passed the start-finish line, took out a lot of contenders. And that's where Casey Kane got in the front. And then Jimmy Johnson and Brad Keselowski were racing. Johnson blew up and then wrecked. And you get the point. And Casey Kane held off Brad Keselowski. And, yeah, that was his win. And after that race, he was cramping up. And, yeah, I get the point, though. He won in 2017. And in 2016, you saw the 18 of Kyle Busch dominate. And same thing in 2015 where Kyle Busch dominated. Indianapolis is Kyle Busch, one of his best tracks, I guess you could say, besides Bristol. He's honestly one of the favorites for this weekend, but he's going to be my winner. I don't know, but let's get into the top 5. My top 5 for this weekend's race is based off of facts and recent momentum, but here we go. Finishing first, I got winning, is the 2 car of Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski is sort of hot right now. He's been consistent recently, and I think this consistency is going to pay off with a big-time win this weekend at Indianapolis. And in second place, I got your second most recent winner, I guess you could say, Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick won this past Saturday's Pocono race, which Sunday finished second, so he's bringing on some momentum, and I think he's going to finish second at Indianapolis. But in third place, you got one of the most underrated drivers for at least the last month of racing, the 10 car of Eric Almirola. Almirola has been consistent, 5 top 5s in a row, and I think it continues to 6. And yeah, it's just crazy how he went from down here in the 13th, 14th column, now up to 9th place in the points. It's just crazy. I did not expect that coming from him. But you know what? I think it's going to keep on adding to that column. But in 4th place, I got your actually most recent winner, the 11 car of Denny Hamlin. Hamlin, like I said, is your most recent winner, so he's going to obviously bring over some momentum and get a top 5. And finishing 5th place, you cannot make a Indianapolis 400 prediction video without adding Kyle Busch inside your top 5. Busch has won here 2 times in the last 5 years, and I think he might become a contender in this race, but we'll see. But my dark horse for this Sunday's race is going to be the 21 of Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto is actually running really well recently. Now he's inside the top 16 in the playoff standing. So if the regular season were to end today, he's into the playoffs. So good for him. But you know what, though? I think he's not satisfied with that. And I can say that without hesitating that. But he's going to come this week in Indianapolis and maybe do some things that some of y'all might not expect to happen from him. He might be able to contend for the win. He's racing a Penske Alliance Ford, so you never know. But the main thing for this weekend isn't racing, obviously, but is the weather. The weather has been pretty much bad for NASCAR since their return at Darlington. The Darlington race, the first one at least, it went on, but there was always that chance of rain every so many minutes. But luckily, it stayed away. Wednesday night, you saw a rain delay, and they eventually got the race going, and then later on, rained out, 28 to go in the race. If you go to Charlotte, the 600, it starts off pretty good, on time, but you got a little rainstorm, delay it. And then Wednesday, you got another race at Charlotte, rain delay there. And then, yeah, they keep on going. They go to Bristol, I think it was. It was clear there, surprisingly. Bristol is usually the most raining place ever. And then after that, they went to Atlanta, where it went off, actually. And then Wednesday night, Martinsville, there was a chance of rain the whole entire night. I don't know how in the world it did not rain there. And then, yeah, it just got worse and worse. Homestead rained out for a later time that afternoon. Talladega postponed to Monday. The first Pocono race had the threat of rain the whole day, and the second one was pushed back a couple hours. It was just crazy. NASCAR's been bad with weather lately. But this Sunday, though, it looks pretty good. It's 92 degrees on the AccuWeather website, and it's going to be hot. I mean, extremely hot. And I just hope all the drivers will be all right at this race. It's going to be a hot one. It might be one of the hottest races in NASCAR history. This is not even counting the heat index, so it's going to be hot, though. But everybody, though, please like and subscribe and comment down below your top 5. And you never know, you might win it. And you never know, your favorite driver's autograph might be down there. But everybody, though, go try it out. Please like and subscribe.